more calories. I eat when I'm hungry. I don't have any new exercises.
Is it working?
Prepackaged meals.
Oh.
You know how much I like food if you know me, and if you don't, just follow
Ha
me
ha
on social
ha.
media. You'll find out real
I
fast.
think we are in. Hey, so sorry. um Last week was a combination of things, man. I had some real problems with StreamYard and I had to like email their people and their people were like, meh. And then they said that they had uploaded some kind of a fix over the weekend, which apparently they did. And here we are. Plus I was sick for a couple of days, but even when I came back from being sick, I tried to log in to the live again and it did not work. So I don't know what that was about. Um, at any rate, let's see if this is working. Am I seeing this in real time? On Twitch? Yes. The YouTube. It's YouTube. Hey Dan, what's happening, man? And let's see on the old Facebook. Oh, I forgot I gotta log into Facebook to argue with some people. God forbid I comment on somebody dropping off a music festival because they booked Kyle Rittenhouse as though he isn't a reason to drop off a festival. And all these people were like, "Meh, snowflakes, meh, crybaby." I'm like, who's the real snowflake here? Right? Okay, let's see. Are we on the Book of the Faces? And boom, there it is. Hey, nice. Okay. It's working across the board. I am so happy to see it. Um, what I miss? No, really, I mean, I feel like there must have been a bunch of stuff happened last week, right? Oh, it's hot out here, Dan. It is so hot. Ugh, and not like the want to touch the hiney hot. It's just painfully hot everywhere. Yesterday the 49er game was brutal, and I actually got, like, heat exhaustion or something and totally tossed my cookies all over my driveway. Like, I was so bad off, I didn't even make it to the bushes. I puked like a drunk 15-year-old just all across the driveway. Fortunately, I haven't done any leaf blowing for a long time, so we just, threw some pine stuff over it, but, yeah, it has been a rough couple days for me. Um, hey, Eddie. Hey, Red. Hey, Brett. Hey, Jug. What's going on, man? Yeah, so, it rained? It rained for you, Dan? Oh my god, every day I ask, Siri what the weather is. "Hey, Siri, what's the weather in Concord, California today?" 98. And, and it's not been like a brief 98, like, it's getting up to temp early and it's staying up to temp late, and there's something wrong with my air conditioner. Hi, Kevin. So, I mean, not my AC, like, I still have decent AC for the house, but I also have a second AC unit in my bedroom because I can't sleep anymore unless it's, like, a meat locker, and it has not been meat lockery, and I have been sleeping like shit, so I think that probably contributed. Yesterday, before the football game, I had to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, and even though I went to bed at 10 o'clock at night, I still only slept for, like, 5 hours. So, of the 7 hours I tried to sleep, I got 5 of them. Hey, Melina. Yeah, too hot, no wind. There was a little bit of a breeze yesterday morning before the Giants game before the 49ers game, but then it way. So the tailgate was super fun. Plus, we had a tent. They have a lot of big pop-up tents that they squish together. Hey, Lori. Nope, I am not okay with the heat. Hey, Lance. How's PA doing, man? Are you guys getting what are you guys getting right now? Are you getting the heat or are you getting like the rain from the have you everybody's seen Hurricane Milton is like a cat 5 now? You know, we always made jokes about how Florida was going to be part of the ocean here eventually, but Florida might be part of the ocean a lot sooner than we expected. Yeah, you know, it was a great game, Dan, right up until that last little bit, and then it wasn't so great. Um, Kevin, you have a fan going and you're about to break out the swamp cooler in San Pab. Oh, I don't blame you, dude. If you haven't broken out the swamp cooler by now, you must have some real tolerance. Noe Valley, yeah. Oh, it's good you have AC, Lori, because I was at my brother's in Pacific today, and they do not have AC, and I think that's part of like what made me sick because after the game, like, and I wasn't even in the heat at the game time. I was outside from like let's see, we left at 6 a.m. for the tailgate, and then I think we set up, and by we I mean they set up. Well, I helped actually. That's not true. I helped pop up many a tent yesterday, so I can take a little credit. And I think we set up by like 9:30, 10 o'clock at the latest. So I was out in the sun from like 10 a.m. to about two. Well, they kick us off the field at game time. So yeah, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then I was inside, you know. I didn't try to watch the game from outside for a while after that. But when I got into Pacifica, it was warm. And I think it was just an extended body temperature raise that made me just completely it just knocked me out, you know. I was doing great and then I just started getting progressively more and more tired. I thought I was just tired. Maybe I needed a coffee or something. And baby Huey was going to swoop me after he went to this punk show in the Mission and we were going to go see Corn last night. And he came and picked me up and I had just finished drinking a coffee, like an iced coffee, like one of those nitro cans. I hadn't even drunk the whole thing. Actually, I was like sipping it. And we started driving and I was like, this is not good. I'm all, dude, you know what? We don't have to go to this show. I was like, I would love to go to the show, but by the time we get there, we're gonna miss Spirit Box. We're gonna miss most of Gojira. It's gonna be late. We are wrecked. I am starting to feel really not good. And he like spun around and dropped me back at my brother's house, and my mom and my sister drove me home. And they were gonna drive me back to my car that was at my friend George's house, but there was an accident on 580 at 24. And I was like, fuck it, take 80 to 4 and just get me home. I feel like shit. I don't even know if I could drive my car right now anyway. And as we were pulling off the freeway, I was like, just get there now, get there now, get there now, get there now, get there now. And then all I managed to do was open the door and just dude, I have not thrown up like that in a long ass time. Oh, it was awful. And then I realized I didn't eat for like 24 hours, right? Because I ate at the tailgate, but then I just never got hungry again. Um, I guess that was also like a heat exhaustion symptom or something that I should have picked up on that I didn't. And lo and behold, I have learned my lesson. I don't know what's gonna happen at Aftershock this weekend. I'm starting to get real nervous about that because, hey Siri, what's the weather in Sacramento this weekend?
Weekend. The weather will start out bright and clear skies.
Wait,
Daytime
what?
temperatures will start around 76 degrees and eventually rise to 80.
Someone told me it was gonna be triple digits all weekend, and now Siri is telling me there's a 40% chance of storms on Saturday? What? You're getting good weather, Lance. Enjoy it. We're used to good weather here. We're spoiled by it. So when we get a heat wave and then another heat wave, and it's like, I think we're all just a little cooked right now. And I got extra cooked. I mean, I came in hot from pun not intended, after Green Day last week, and then caught a summer cold or something. I was just down. I felt awful. Took a couple days to rest up and then came back to work and and then it was Sunday. And next thing you know, here I am and it's today. What's happening? Where am I? I'm so confused. Massachusetts has been in the low mid 70s with 50s at night. Ooh, I miss 50s at night. We're not getting 50s until like 2 a.m. And we're not getting 50s either. Actually, we're getting like 60s, 70s at 2 a.m. A freeze tonight in Massachusetts? It's like October. This is second summer for us. It's yeah. Dude, Red, you know what I'm talking about, dude. I really did not see that it was heat exhaustion in it, and I should have. At one point, my brother was like I was like, think I'm having a migraine." And my brother was like, "Well, let's get you, some, some electrolyte additive for your water." And I'm like, "No, I'm fine." And then I was like, "Why would I say that? I'm clearly not fine. Something is very wrong. Yes, please give me electrolytes for my water." Eddie, did you go to the show at the El Rio where you saw Baby Huey? He had so much fun. That was kind of also what, like, prompted us to decide not to go last night because I was like, "Dude, do you wanna go back to that show?" I go, "I'm sorry if I dragged you out of there because I just didn't want you to miss Spirit Box," because I texted him, I was like, "Hey, are you picking me up or should I be, like, making arrangements?" Um, and he was saying how much fun he had and how great it was to see people he hadn't seen in a long time, and to say hi to me from everybody I knew that was there that I hadn't seen in a long time too. I'm kinda bummed I didn't go, but it was my nephew's 16th birthday, and I am really glad I didn't have to miss that. So, I'm glad I was able to at least do those 2 things yesterday. I'm bummed I missed Corn, especially Gojira and Spirit Box because it's been a l I don't think I've ever seen Spirit Box, and it's been a long time since I've seen Gojira. Um, and Corn is really good too. I don't mean to even pretend like I didn't wanna see Corn. I'm just so tired. Hey, Sherry. Kevin what? Guitar metal player? What am I missing on that? I'm confused by that context. Red, you don't know why that girl's getting so much attention. Uh, what girl are you guys talking about? Are you talking about the Indian girl, Maya? I mean, she should get a lot of attention. She's kind of awesome. Kevin, you made it to the Regency Ballroom early. You're at the Regency now? You're, like, on the live at the Regency? I'm headed over there after I get out of here, which is rough because I really just wanna go home and go back to bed, but I can't miss this. I mean, I promised I'd be there. Hi, Justine. Well, I was feeling better, and then now I'm not, so sorry. What's up, PJ? Sorry I didn't get a chance to log in earlier too so that you guys could catch the grand prize qualifier thing for the Scorpions. I do have Black Dahlia Murder, though, to do tonight, so there's that. Hang on a second. It's Boston on 107.7 The Bone. I'm Nikki Blakk, and if you get a chance to follow Rob Halford Legacy, it's Rob Halford's account on Instagram or the Judas Priest account. He just posted a video that I did not see coming, and it slayed me. It's apparently their stage left technician has been kind of pranking the band during Hellbent for Leather, and he's doing all these weird things. Like one time he's sunbathing, another time he's got 4th of July fireworks. Another time, he's enjoying a lovely dinner with a glass of wine. It's hilarious. I never thought I'd see this coming out of the Judas Priest camp, but here we are, living after midnight and in social media. Let's see. Oh, that needs to go somewhere else. Hold on. Bob Seger, John Mellencamp. Which one you want to drop? I already got extra Seeger today. Although I do tend to have a lot of Mellencamp too. How much Mellencamp we got? All the Seeger songs are just so slow. Oh, that's not going there. Okay. Is it cooling down starting Wednesday, Dan? Yeah, because I really needed to chill the fuck out. Hi, Mike. Hey, John. Low 80s starting Thursday. Thank the gods. Because I was seriously about ready to just be like, you know what? I wanted to do interviews. I wanted to see everybody, but I'm literally at that point where it's like I have to be concerned for my health. Eh? Why is that a thing? What is happening? Am I old now? I think I'm old now, you guys, and it sucks. If this was 5, 10 years ago, I would have had that whole day, no problem. I would have swung by my nephew's party and hit the fucking El Rio and then still gone down to Corn. And, but no, here we are. Here we are with me trying to find a way to take a nap and possibly not being able to interview Guar because of it too. I can't, I need to get to do between now and Thursday after Chuck. You were at the Niner game? Oh, Sherry, I hope you didn't get heat exhaustion as well. I don't know how people were in those hot stands. You know how some of the stands at the Niner game are just like in the blazing sun? I was this close to posting a picture of like the weather at Candlestick because it was only 88 at Candlestick. And I was like, oh, God, why did they move to Santa Clara? Yeah, I don't think we call it Indian summer anymore. I think we call it second summer or fool's summer. Have you seen the thing where it's like Bay Area seasons and it's like cool spring and second summer and third summer? Yeah, I guess I had heat exhaustion. I think I had very mild heat exhaustion that kicked up a very bad migraine, and I think the two of them together were just like the synergy that knocked me the fuck out. Because I'm not a puker, let me tell you. If I'm throwing up, shit is very sideways, especially a non-alcohol related puke. Justine, you've been meaning to ask, has my mom come back from vacation? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. She was only gone a week, but she loved Ireland. She had a fantastic time. My cousin took really great care of her. They both missed me. I wanted to go so badly. I've never been to Dublin. And her kitchen is looking amazing. I don't have any pictures. Nobody sent me the pictures, but my mom and my sister showed me pictures on their phones yesterday, and it looks incredible. In fact, I'm probably going to either stop by there or stay there at least one night this weekend, depending on how things go with Aftershock. And I'll get to see it for myself. And then my BFF, who's the contractor, he called me today and told me that it's going swimmingly, and he sent me some photos. Can you send me some photos? Let's see. But the ones he sent me are a while ago. I don't think you could tell, really, if you already in the kitchen. Yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, the ones he sent me are all, like, not the pretty ones. "Here's what we destroyed." I got those. Um Oh, cool, Eddie. I'm glad you guys had fun, I mean, sad occasion, but it's good to get everybody together for stuff like that. Remind us if who's still with us. I like that, and I wish I coulda gone, but nephew. You know what? That's so funny you say that, Kevin, because the ice water wet towel behind your neck thing was the first thing Lamont told me today, 'cause he was here when I got in, which is rare. We almost never see each other. And, he of course, "Hey, how's it going? What's up?" And I was like, "No, the heat exhaustion." And he was like, "Oh, that happened to me." And he's like, "Ice in a towel behind your neck immediately." And I was like, "You are so right, sir. I should have done that. I should." The problem was I didn't recognize it. I thought I was just tired because 'cause aren't I always? And then when the headache hit and the nausea hit, I thought it was just a migraine. And then after I kind of started to drink some electrolyte water, my brother had one of those, like, packety things that you add, and, once I started sipping on that, I started feeling a little bit different, and I was like, "Oh, maybe this is it." But I also took some Excedrin migraine at the same time, and then I threw it all up. So, actually, I really have no idea. It's a migraine. Maybe the coffee was bad. I don't think there was any dairy in the coffee. It was like one of those nitro cans, you know? So, yeah, I don't know what to think about that. The coffee was definitely the trigger. I drank that can I didn't even drink the whole can of coffee. I drank, like, half that can of coffee, and then I just got progressively sicker from that point on. Go figure. PJ, you got it. Sack weather, 89 Wednesday. I'm not going on Wednesday. Thursday, 85, Friday, 84, Saturday, 76, Sunday, 81. I'm already pretty much not going on Sunday. I don't know. I mean, right now, there's, like, I don't know, we'll see. I just printed up the schedule. I haven't even had a chance to look at it because there's too much going on. Fleet Week. I'm not a big Fleet Week fan. You know what used to be fun for Fleet Week is that, our old program director, Larry Sharp, had a very nice boat, and on Fleet Week, he would he a couple of times, he drove the boat up from Napa into the bay and picked us up on the dock. Like, we would walk from the station down to the water, and he would just roll up, and we hopped on the boat. I think we only did this once, maybe twice, I can't remember for sure. I remember baby Huey got really seasick. You wanna talk about puking. I still have that somewhere on video. I know I do. And, yeah, so he had, like, a whole cater spread, and he, like, sailed us out onto the bay for all of the food week. It was so fun. We were watching the Blue Angels and stuff. Um, and then another year, I forget if he got someone to fill in or if we just did all recorded shifts. We did something that day, and he let us all play hooky, and we went to, Alioto's. It was one of those restaurants at Pier 39 that has, like, the giant windows facing the bay, and he did, like, again, like, a whole catered lunch spread, and we all got to watch the Blue Angels and kinda just hang out together. 'Cause it's I mean, you gotta realize, like, even though we all know each other, we've all worked together for years and years and years and literal decades, actually, we don't see each other that often, and when we do see each other, it's all, like, station-related stuff. It's never, like, relaxing and casual. There's always an agenda. There's always a meeting or a thing, and this was, like, just us hanging out. No nothing against listeners, but, like, when listeners are there, they're our top priority, and there were no listeners around, so it was just us hanging out with each other and talking, and you forget how rare that happens. Hang on a second, I need to get some information popped up here real quick. I get really irritated that every browser wants to know every browser and every app wants to know my exact location. It's like, you know what? Mm, mm, mm. Oh, I was about to say, where are my headphones? I told you I'm still tired. Okay. 52, 41. Okay. 1077 The Bone and Bad Company. They liked that title so much, they made it the album, the song, and the band. I'm Nikki Blakk, you're 11 minutes away from your chance to win a pair of tickets to see the Black Dahlia murder, plus Flying Fetus. Really? That's how hard I was. 1077 The Bone and Bad Company. They liked that name so much, they used it for the band, the album, and the song title. I'm Nikki Blakk, and you're only about 11 minutes away from your chance to win a pair of tickets to see the Black Dahlia murder, plus Dying Fetus, Spite, Angel Maker, Vomit Forth, all at the UC Theater in Berkeley on October 17th. That is a Thursday night, which we like to call Friday Eve around here. Tickets are on sale now at theuctheater.com, and you have a chance to win them in about 11 minutes on 1077 The Bone. Where was I? Justine, did you just say Against the Wind is kind of fast? Not like her strut is kind of fast, or like, oh, did you mean fast like it's a short song, like it's only 3.5 minutes? Yeah, because that's the one. That's the one I ditched. Sorry. Um, but there will be Seeger before the end of the night because I've got that and I've got Turn the Page kind of sitting there. Turn the Page is like 5.5 minutes, and Against the Wind is like 3.5 minutes. So it's going to depend on how much time I need at the end of the night. Good to see you at the game too, Mike. It's always fun to see you, and thanks for catching us. Right, you saw how heat stroke we were. Right, we were just out of it. Baby Huey and Mari and I, our digital team leader, our digital director. I got to figure out what her exact title is. She's just in charge of all things digital. She is our digital goddess around here. And she was with Baby Huey and I. She's the one who filmed the Tabor Pepper Man Bun video. If you haven't seen it, hilarious. And the three of us were walking off the field. And as we're walking off the field, all those little kids were there to do like some kind of on-field thing. And I looked at the guy who was leading the kids, and I was like, "Don't do it, buddy. It's not worth the heat." And we just kept walking, and we were talking and walking and talking. And Mike was all, "Hey, did you guys want to go up to the press lounge?" We like walked right past the elevator and everything. We were just all like, we were like zombie walking. We were just on autopilot. Seeger's Like a Rock was used for Chevy commercials. Dan, yes, it was. Pandora, hey baby. Yeah, boob sweat isn't around. Nah. Somebody needs to make like an anti-sweat bra. Just like a soft little terry cloth number that absorbs, like wick-away bras. Why don't they have wick-away fiber for everything sports related except for the sports bras? It's just like a sports bras just have like a no underwire, right? So it's just this like elastic that's just gathering boob sweat. Yeah, Justine, I can't wait till it's finished. It's probably only going to take about another week, and then it's going to be gorgeous. Hey, Alexander, welcome aboard. What's up? Hey, Sandra. Yeah, well, I haven't wholly survived the heat. I survived the heat, but not unscathed. We'll put it that way. Um, yeah, Pedialyte works, Mike, but I didn't have any on me, and they don't sell it at the station. I mean, at the station, at the stadium. Excuse me. Did I mention? Still running slow. Yeah, right, Alexander. I haven't been that sick in a long time either. I mean, I even when I had like the worst hangover vomit ever, it was like Vegas, obviously. and I never didn't make it to, like, a toilet, except for the one time I was stuck in a cab when it happened, and I asked the cabbie to pull over on the side of the freeway. I was still very, like, collected, and I was like, "Sir, could we please pull over on the freeway here for a minute? I'm gonna have to be ill." And he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yes, absolutely." And he pulled over, and I, like, walked over to the edge where they had the wall and was like, "Nah." And this time was just uncontrollable projectile vomit. I at least made it to the driveway. So, Red, you saw the Death Angel confirm their Christmas shows? Oh, yeah. Those Death Angel Christmas shows were happening this year, come hell or high water. I know they made a big deal out of confirming them, but I don't think they were ever at risk. Although I did not suspect that the Wasp tour would be at risk either, but here we are. PJ, tossing my cookies was not part of the diet plan. Thank you for asking. But you know, and actually I actually hadn't eaten anything. There was nothing in my stomach. Like when I threw up, I basically threw up coffee. Because I had eaten a huge plate at the tailgate, and then I had like a piece of cake. I don't know. Oh, I videoed the cake, but I haven't posted the cake video yet. You want to see the cake video? Um, how much time do I have? Look at this fucking cake, you guys. I mean, it's so good. So I ate most of that piece of cake, and then I had this huge plate at the tailgate of barbecue. Look at that. Wow. It was taco day. So, of course, I had to have an El Pastor and a pork and a or El Pastor is pork, sorry. Let's see, there was an El Pastor, there was a steak, an asada, and then what was the other one? What was the other one? There were 3 meats. Don't ask me to remember them now. And, some killer mac and cheese, and what else was there? Like, looking at the plate. I know there was something. Oh, Craig's legs, the barbecue chicken legs that Craig makes, and some chili. So I had eaten all of that, right? So I wasn't hungry at all. So I didn't eat anything. And my brother did like a huge, huge barbecue spread for my nephew's birthday, but I was only like an hour or 2 after having eaten like this giant plate of food plus the cake. So I didn't eat anything. I just drank water because I knew that I'd been in the sun for too long. So I just like, I better drink a lot of water. And I just kept refilling this water bottle and drinking the water bottle over and over. And then the coffee, and then go fig. Oh, I need to insert that here. Hold on. There we go. Perf. Anywho, so none of that was part of the diet. But today I am back on the diet with my yogurt and almonds and berries that I had for brunch. By brunch, I mean when I got here at 2. Intermittent fasting is part of the diet. And because I hadn't eaten anything yesterday after the tailgate, so at like 11:30 was the last time I ate anything yesterday. So I actually did fast for like a day. Well, no, because I had the cake, right? So let's see, the cake was at 2:30, 2:00, 2:30. So I hadn't eaten anything for about 24 hours when I came in today and had like yogurt and almonds and berries, and that is in the diet. And then yeah, so I have a dinner that's like steel cut oats, which are technically not in the diet, but a girl needs fiber. So, you know. Plus I make them really good. The secret is to, like, toast the steel cut oats ahead of time, toast them, and then put them in with, like, a combination of m some sort of a milk and water. I use, vanilla almond milk. So good. Alright, hold on, I gotta do a keto call, so I'm gonna mute you guys for a second. Yep, muted. Why does radio play Bad Company but not Free? I mean, for the most part, the short answer is usually it probably didn't test well. Companies do huge amounts of testing to try and figure out what songs people wanna hear, and if we're playing one and not the other, it's because the one we're playing tested well with audience members, and, I have questioned the testing as well. I've always there's been occasions where I'm like, "No, no, I don't buy it. Show me the numbers." And to be fair, I have yet to be shown the numbers, but, sorry, this lipstick thing is bugging me. But I have been assured by people that I trust that the numbers are there and that's kind of the way it goes. You and Bob Seger share a birthday? That's awesome. And I'll be honest, we're not playing the new Paul Rogers song either, and I heard it today, and I don't know, it kinda sounds like a Glenn Frey song. So but that doesn't mean we won't play Free. It just means that we're not playing Free right now because they either didn't test well or other stuff tested better or, you know, that's basically it. It's usually the music test, and they swear to me that these people who are in the music tests are people who self-identify as P1 Bone listeners, which means that the Bone is their first choice for radio. So, I don't know who these people are, but you have them to blame. No, Dan, we don't play All Right Now. I can't remember the last time I played it. But it's one of those songs that maybe people have said that they don't wanna hear. Maybe it didn't test well because, um, people like you, Dan, feel like you hear it all the time, even though you haven't heard it in a very long time. It's just something that used to be in heavy rotation and needs to go away for a while before people are ready to have it come back. Just seeing how you feel about it, but during that promo, you said your name twice. During a promo? If it's a promo, it's pre-recorded, so yeah. Thank you though. All three of your faces were bright red. I don't know how you guys did it yesterday. Were we? I'll bet we were. I didn't even think about it. I had I had looked at the mirror. Here's what it was. I my sunglasses had put like a big line across my nose, and I was in the mirror like trying to powder that line across my nose, but I had to blot the sweat off my face. Otherwise, the powder would have created a paste with the sweat. So that we could film without me being, like, crazy shiny. I mean, wow. PJ, you know what I'm talking about with the boob sweat. Oh, red, the blue is extensions, so it never fades, it never changes colors. About every 3 months, I have them taken out and put in again fresh, but they're sewn in. So occasionally they'll fall out. If they get a little old, they'll like, the hair will grow out and they'll get loose and fall out, but they won't fade or change color. Oh my god, that cake was everything. Seriously. Pastor is my favorite, PJ. If I have any choice of burrito, it's fucking Pastor. Oh, Mike, that cake was it was better than the cake pops. And you saw how much I loved the cake pops, right? Hi, it's the bone, your caller 1. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 2. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 3. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 4. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 5. Hi, it's the bone, your caller 6.
Good.
Hi, it's Sabone, your caller 7. Hi, it's Sabone, your caller 8. Hi, it's Sabone, your caller 9. Sorry, dude.
Damn it. Damn it.
So close.
Thank you.
Take care. Hi, it's Sabone. Who's this?
Jason.
Hi, Jason. How are you today?
Wonderful.
Jason, have you watched anything from the bone in the last 30 days?
I have not.
Jason, what's your last name?
Rogers.
Is there a D in that or is it ROG?
R-O-T.
I think I see you here. Did you win Green Day tickets on my birthday in 2023?
I did.
Did you win them from me?
I wasn't able to use them.
Oh,
But it's still, my daughter wasn't able to make it.
oh no. Well, are you able to go to Black Dahlia Murder on Thursday? Because I don't want to give you the tickets if you can't go to the show.
I'll do it.
You promise? Okay, Jason. You haven't changed your email address or your phone number in the last year, have you?
I have not.
Excellent. Congratulations, Jason. You got a pair of tickets to see Black Dahlia Murder at the UC Theater on Thursday. Tickets will be delivered to you via email, like we did last time with the Green Day tickets.
And that's a week from
Thursday the 17th. Yes, a week from Thursday.
That was pretty creepy. That was caller number 4.
Yeah, it took a while for the phone lines to fill up on this one. Yeah, congratulations. 4, 8, and 10. How does that happen? I mean, I had 6 callers when I did the first 6, and then I had like 8 callers when I did the last few. So
Lucky.
there you go. I guess it was meant to be. I'll see you on Thursday, man.
And
Next,
2 tickets?
yes, 2 tickets.
Thank you very much.
You got it, Jason. Congrats, man. Take care.
All right. Okay, thanks.
Bye. All right. Dan, you make your birthday cake with imperial stout and applesauce. You make your own birthday cake? You shouldn't have to make your own birthday cake. Usually you make birthday cakes for other people. Aren't nachos just broken tacos? I gotta be honest, I prefer nachos over tacos, but I will say that these tacos are bomb, and here's why. Because you get the little 3-inch street tacos, the tortillas are too soft, and as you're eating them, everything just goes, and you might as well have nachos because those tortillas are just it's a casserole now. It's a mushy 1980s fucking casserole that my mom used to make. But these guys, they grilled the tortillas just perfectly. So they were just like crispy enough to not break while you were eating them. It's fucking great. Oh, they were good. The chili was good too, but nobody wanted to eat chili because it was too hot out. I had a little bit of the chili though. I have to try everything. I'm crazy like. You just bought frozen yogurt and raspberries to put in it? Nice, Justine. I have an ice cream maker, so actually I could probably just put yogurt in it and freeze it and make ice cream, make frozen yogurt, make like soft serve. I love an ice cream maker because it just gently makes it into ice cream, so everything's like a little bit melty. I know there are some people that love super frozen ice cream, and that is not me. I am not that person at all. Devil's food cake. All right, Dan. I mean, I'm hearing you, but I'm not seeing this cake. You may have to share with the class. I like raspberries with everything, dude. Um, I had raspberries and blueberries today. I would have had raspberries, blueberries, and strawberries, but I had to take a Lyft to my car because I left my car at my friend's house last night when my mom and my sister drove me home. And I booked the Lyft because the Uber was gonna arrive in 4 minutes, but the Lyft was gonna arrive in 7 minutes, and I was, like, putting my lunch together. And then, all of a sudden, the Lyft started buzzing, and it was like, "Your Lyft is arriving in 3 minutes." And I'm all, "Motherfucker, I picked you because you were the 7 minutes. And now I don't have time to cut up strawberries." So, I just went with blueberries and raspberries. Vanilla bean low pat. You know what, Justine? There's a new study out there, and it says that flavored yogurts and artificial sweeteners are ultra processed foods, and they will reduce your lifespan if you consume them regularly or too much. Just something to consider. Um, yeah, PJ, thank you for that. But also, whenever I start talking, if I'm in mute, StreamYard senses it and it will tell me, it'll send me like a flashy bit of like, your mute is on and we hear you talking. So that's why I picked it up. I caught it pretty quick. You hear the other stations play it, Dan? You mean you listen to other stations? I'm so offended. Bad Company was awesome. Wasn't that Bone Bash in 2010, Lori? Bone Bash with Bad Company at Shoreline, I think. Am I remembering that right? Has anyone ever tried to bribe me for tickets? Ah! Oh my God. Red, have you met me? People try to bribe me for tickets all the time, and I just laugh. People are like, I'll do anything for those tickets. And I'm like, cool, buy them. I have literally said that to people. Oh my God. I remember, I'll never forget. Some guy wanted like, it was like AC/DC tickets. This was a million years ago. And he was just like, Nikki, you got to help me. I got to win these AC/DC tickets. I'll do anything. I'll do anything you want. Like, what do you want me to do? You know, blah, blah, blah. And this was like, 10, 15 years ago, back when people thought the dumbest, if they could do like really dumb shit, that we would just give them things. Remember when radio was like that? It was before that woman died holding her Wii to win a Wii. And people would turn, and I was always against this. I mean, I really did not like doing any of this, but it would happen, especially at KSAN. It was a big thing at KSAN to have listeners embarrass themselves by doing stupid shit or do stupid stunts or whatever for concert tickets. And I'm just like, nope. And it's like, if you're offering to do anything for these tickets, fucking buy them. Go recycle cans and bottles until you have enough money to buy these fucking tickets, dude. Like, come on. And everybody's like, oh, it's easy for you to say, you get them for free. And I'm just like, I get them for free because I've literally devoted my entire career to going to concerts. I have worked my ass off at so many concerts. And I still don't always get them for free. Like, I still have to often pay for tickets. I guess it's just perspective, right? People who are willing to like take all the time in the world to find a way to win tickets could also probably use some of that time to just earn the money to buy the tickets. I don't know why that doesn't occur to them. Oh, I have to do a commercial here, don't I? Yeah. I mean, remember in the 90s and the early aughts when like there was no hair metal on the air anymore? And then the Bone opened up and the Bone started with like a bunch of hair metal. Remember, it was like classic rock that rocks. And all of a sudden we were playing Poison on the air again. And then that kind of went away. Yeah, Red, that was in Sacramento. That woman who like held her Wii for a Wii. It was like a Sacramento radio station. And No, PJ, El Pastor tacos are not enough of a bribe. You want to know why? Because I live like walking distance from a fucking taqueria that makes bomb ass El Pastor, and I can go and get all the El Pastor I want for like fucking $5-10. Like, dude, why would I give you hundreds of dollars worth of concert tickets for fucking $10 worth of El Pastor? Like, shut the fuck up. What's the best thing I've been offered? Oh, I don't know. I mean, people offer to like do things for me, you know. I'll do whatever you want. I'll do anything. And I'm like, cool, go buy the tickets. That's what I want you to do. I want you to go buy the fucking tickets. You know, I work in this industry. I'm an employee. You're a consumer. Go buy the fucking tickets. You know, like, would you show up at Ben and Jerry's and be like, I'll do anything if you just give me the ice cream? Go tell the employees behind the counter at Ben and Jerry's that you'll do anything. Just give me some ice cream, please. You know what they're going to say? Fucking pay for it. If you'll do anything, fucking buy it. Like, and again, it's our fault. Like, radio kind of created this culture of like, do stupid shit, we'll give you concert tickets. And fandom has reached levels of this, right? Be the biggest fan and we'll feel bad for you and give you tickets. To the point where it's almost an industry now of people who feel obligated to be batshit crazy fans over something and make that their whole identity, because we've kind of encouraged that level of fandom as cool. And I'm looking at motherfuckers like, listen, it's one thing to be part of the fan club. It's another thing to like spend all your days and nights on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure that I do this commercial right. What is it? It's Prize Picks. Oh, I forgot to check on my Prize Picks this week. I'm pretty sure I did not win, but I think I didn't lose because I had a protected pick. Where's that at? No, I don't want that. Oh, sure enough. Wait, did I win? No, that's the 29th. I won on the 29th. Where's the dates on these? September 22nd, September 15th. Huh. That's weird. No free lineups. Is it open? Oh, I guess. Oh, because I must have picked Derek Carr and he's playing in the Monday night game today. Okay. That makes sense. You don't want to hear the commercial, do you? I was trying to change up the dialogue on that commercial, but I didn't rewrite the script, and I just kept throwing myself off because I'm still a little slow. Mike, you won an AC box set, but since you were 17, you couldn't win. Oh, yeah, you got to be 18 to win because, and you know that there's a whole bunch of reasons for that, but also because 18 to 49 used to be the target demo, so we didn't want to give prizes to people who didn't count towards our target demo. A woman on your coast drank a bunch of water for a contest, and you forget what happened to her. Oh, wow, it happened on the East Coast too, Justine? Yeah, it happened in Sacramento. It was scary. They had a bunch of people on a stage that had to drink water every however time or whatever it was. And it's Sacramento too, so it's hot out. And then they couldn't pee. And I don't think that was the factor. The factor was that they required them to drink the water for however often. And this woman like died. Because even though people are always constantly reminding you to hydrate, you can overhydrate. Ooh. Am I running a little bit late? Weird. Okay. Did anybody have any questions for me? Because I'm probably gonna have to tap out soon. PJ, you bet you worked more shows at the Stone in One Step than me. Well, I never worked at the Stone or One Step, but do you think you worked more shows at the Stone and One Step in a few years than I did in the last 25? Between the Fillmore, the Warfield, the Fox Theater, the Paramount Theater, Shoreline, Concord Pavilion, Oakland Arena, San Jose Arena. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, PJ, you're full of shit. I mean, at one point I was full time. I was working like 200 shows a year. I'm pretty sure that donuts to donuts, dollars to donuts, I've worked more shows than you have. Dan, somebody wanted to give you a massage to get backstage. Was it a massage? Yeah. What's up, Brian? Welcome. It is Aftershock week, and all the fire is appropriate because it's hot out. Yeah, that's the one, just seeing the Sacramento station. I mean, I hate that everybody lost their jobs for it. But somebody definitely should have lost their job for it. I don't know if it should have been the DJs because the DJs don't make those contests. Whatever contests we have are never my idea. There's a promotions director who's in charge of that. You know what, Red? Before that, a lot of us didn't know you could drink too much water. Is Eric Wong in the house, Brian? I don't see him, but I wouldn't know. It doesn't show me who's here. It only shows me, I only see you guys if you're in comments. People can lurk all they want. I have no idea they're here. Hey, Marlon. Check Gmail. You sent me a note about last week's concert. Oh, I thought I replied. I didn't reply. What was it, Marlon? Just fucking tell me, dude. I'm too tired to dig up an email. Remind me what it was about. I could probably tell you the answer right now. Yeah, Brian, it looks like it's going to cool down at Aftershock this weekend. But I already had heat exhaustion yesterday. So, oh, you missed the story about me puking all over my driveway last night after the 49er game. Yeah. I was supposed to go to Corn last night. I didn't make it on account of a little bit of heat exhaustion, apparently. Whoops-a-daisy. All right, Marlon. Are you going to tell me what it was? I'm going to see if I can find it, but I do have to tap out. Okay. Oh, was I talking about the Green Day security guys? Yeah. Oh, thanks, Marlon. Yeah, but well, okay, so here's what happened for everybody who doesn't know. Last week at Green Day, um, we had all access passes, but also we were in the pit, and there was an area of the pit that they weren't letting people stand and watch, even though that area was very much in the pit. The security people on site just decided it was not the pit, that it was the walkway in and out of the pit, and that from one point on, you could not stand there to watch the show. You had to either squish into the pit or get out. And it was fucking dumb because it was something like 15 feet wide by like 40 feet long, right? It was the whole walk into the pit. And there was a whole part of the stage that was right in front of that area. And I was trying to ask the security people, I was like, listen, can we radio someone? I said, this doesn't make sense. This isn't how it's been at other venues. And my friends who are like literal relatives of the band have all access passes, and they're like, you can't stand here. And my friends are like, I can stand there where you are right now if I wanted to. That's what the all access pass means. And they were like, we need to keep this area clear. And we're like, you really don't. And I was like, can we please radio someone? Can we radio a supervisor or radio a band rep? Because I'm pretty sure that's not right. And they were like, nope. And they were kind of dicks about it. And then sure enough, a band representative came out and was like, what are you doing? And he motions us to come over, and we're like, you got to talk about this, but she's like, no. They all said no. They all said no. And he was like, that's not how it works. He's like, I want everybody to come up here. He's like, the band is right there. He's like, that's part of the stage right in front of them. Why would we want the band to come out to this part of the stage and see no people in front because you told them they can't stand there for no reason whatsoever? So yeah. And then the thing is, it's weird that they were nice to us after that because it didn't make any sense for them to be rude to us, And you might be right. I mean, maybe they did. Marlon was like saying that they realized I was a badass, and that's why they were nice to me after that. And I don't think that's me at all. As fair as much as I appreciate the compliment, I think it was more so they realized somebody told them it was okay to not be an asshole, and then they suddenly decided they liked us. Or maybe they realized how band adjacent we were, and they were like, "Oh, they really know the band." Because I'm sure a lot of people are like, "I know the band, I know the band." But they really should have looked at my friend's all access passes and recognized that they really do know the band because no band gives out all access passes willy-nilly. There's 87 levels of pass, and the all access is at the fucking top, And sometimes they'll be like all access with different levels. They'll be like the all access with the hologram sticker and the all access with the disc, but they had like the all access, all access. They could have walked on stage if they wanted to. And so I think that it was less of them finding out. I think it was less of them thinking that I knew my shit because I worked in concerts all this time, and a little more of them realizing that we know the guy who is at the top, and the guy at the top respected us and told them to stop being assholes. And I think that, and I don't know, maybe they weren't holding a grudge, and then they started being nice to us, but we were holding a grudge because we were like, you were such a bitch to us. Like, what? Now you want to be all nice? And she kept smiling at us, being like, you're having fun, aren't you? And I was like, get out of my way. um, so yeah, that's what happened. But thanks, Marlon. I appreciate the vote of confidence. Um, I was hydrated, Brian. It wasn't hydration that was the problem. I think it was electrolytes, actually. I think that I drank a ton of water. Um, did Ripper Owens have a favorite wrestler? Listen to it and find out. But thanks, Brian. I appreciate it. Hi, Dirk. What's happening? Yes, I will be at Accept and KK's Priest tonight in San Francisco. As soon as I'm out of here, I'm heading over there. Thanks, Red. Have a good night. No, Dan, I did not prank Casca. That was Mari, our digital goddess of all things. Who did that? You could tell because it happened early in the morning. So I was not here. You know what, PJ? I think it depends on the venue, really. This was a baseball stadium, right? So these are people who are used to dealing with baseball crowds. And these are people who have the same rules all year long for 180 games, whatever it is. The home games are past that. So 85 games, right? So for 85 work days, the rules don't change. And then they'll have, maybe 6 or 8 days where the rules are different. And they have trouble handling that, I guess. So, I mean, because I have worked with some of the best security in the business at places like the Fillmore and the Warfield. There's club security in the Bay Area who, I'd step in front of a bullet for because they are great people and they get it. They know not to hassle the crowd if you don't have to hassle the crowd. They know what it means to de-escalate the situation. But the larger the venue, the less experience people have, the less oversight there is, and especially when it's people who aren't accustomed to a concert setting all the time. Plus, Live Nation's having a hard time keeping people on staff, right? These were Live Nation people, actually, now that I think about it. They weren't MLB. At least I don't think they were. They were wearing Live Nation shirts and stuff. So I know Live Nation's having a struggle for hiring in general. So I'm sure they're having trouble hiring good people. I was a full-time runner for years, and then I came back to the radio station, and I get calls and texts and emails all the time. Hey, are you available? Hey, are you available? And I'm like, no, I'm not. Sorry. And the last time I did a show, it was with 2 guys. There were 3 runners on the show, and the production person was like, okay, so how long have you worked here? And I was like, 20, 25 years. And she's like, wait, what? She goes, the other guy's been here for like a couple months. And the other guy, this is like his second show ever. And I was like, sorry. And she's like, well, we're putting you with the artist because you have the most experience. And I was like, and there's just stuff that you learn in this industry over time that makes you better to work with because you have the experience. And corporations like Live Nation aren't valuing that experience. And it shows because people have left and are getting different jobs. They're leaving the industry. The pandemic, there were a lot of people that worked as technicians with bands. And during the pandemic, they had to go get other jobs. And they were like, damn, UPS has pretty good fucking benefits, And they're like, and it's only an 8-hour day. And I'm making more money. And I'm home every night. So there were a lot of people that just left the touring industry and a lot of people that just left the concert industry in general because they didn't have a choice during the pandemic. And then when they came back after the pandemic, they weren't appreciated. And they were like, Jesus, if UPS is going to treat me fucking better than, insert band here or insert corporate concert promoter here, fuck you. I've seen enough concerts and I'm going to go work for fucking UPS. And I only use UPS as an example because I have heard from multiple people in the touring industry around the country that is where they went, was UPS during the pandemic, and stayed there. Yes, Justin, there are Metallica tickets left for Levi's Stadium. You can get them at Ticketmaster.com. Thanks, PJ. That was sweet of you. Who's got a baby face? Oh, Chasta in that cheerleading picture. Oh, thanks, Justine. Hey, Umberto. Sorry to dip right after you check in, but I have got to get back on it. There's a lot of shit going on, and I'm going to try and tap in once a day this week, but we're all heading up to Sacramento on Thursday. I'm preempted by the Niners, and there's so much to do in advance of that. And I'm trying to squeeze in a Guar interview on top of that, and I'm trying to squeeze in my podcast with Steve Gorman, plus my job, which is being on the air, which I can kind of do while I'm talking to you, but I do it better when I'm not. So I will definitely tap in as much as I can tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. But this week is nuts. Last week was nuts. And next week, definitely keep an eye out for me, because I missed you guys. For real, dude. I'm gonna get her done. Have fun at the gym, PJ. Oh, I haven't done yoga. I did yoga Saturday and then not today. But I have been doing it most days, but not at 8 a.m. I still can't fucking get up at 8 o'clock in the morning. I can almost get up at 8:30. Almost. All right, guys. Have a good night.